Hey guys, good morning. So I want to cover a couple of things. All right. First of all, on some of my videos, my comments are getting just wiped and I'm losing track of people. People are being unsubscribed. And look, that's okay. Okay. I didn't start this channel to keep track of things, and that's not, I originally said if one person hears me and it helps one person, that's what the Father told me when I started making these videos. I'm going to try to stay still. Hang on, because I just want to make sure there's good lighting. So, but that's okay. You can try to keep track of me and share if you want. That's great, because the more people that hear these messages, the better. Now, the reason I made this video is that I had this, I don't even ask for these things. I don't feel worthy to get them. I feel guilty when I see these things, because I want other people there with me. And there were other people there in this vision I had, but I don't feel worthy to get them, because I'm just a man. I'm not some prophet. I'm just a vessel. And, but it was so powerful. I had it yesterday, and I would give a little background on it later as far as the circumstances behind, before I had it. But, I made a video last Saturday about a very controversial thing, and, we'll call it medical tyranny that will continue. And literally the next morning I was sick. And look, when I have these dreams or visions, guys, sometimes I'm sick for 3-4 days. I'm exhausted. I fight through it through prayer, and I go straight to the Father, in Jesus' name. And I'm telling you, He is so quick. He knows the attacks that we're under. He is not ignorant to any of the devices of these wicked ones. He's not. He's with us all the time. And so I was praying leading up to this vision, like, Father, I want to be where you are. I need that rest and recovery. I want to be where you are. And something that I was shown and told is that this may sound crazy, but when you're in your secret place praying, your spirit can actually be with the Father in those moments, and He can strengthen you and redeem you. And when you come to out of your prayer, you feel like you're like, why don't I just do this like more and more? And a lot of people are experiencing this, and you guys are experiencing this. But that's what happened. I was in, just deep prayer, thanking the Father, praising Him for all He's done, all that He will do, because it's already done. Everything you see in the world around you is just a complete distraction. And isn't it funny how they try to, it's like they knew 20 years ago what was going on, but they tell us today. That's all part of the scare tactic, the fear tactic. And it's all a racket, because these are literally the tares at work. They are not redeemable. Their spirit, the people that are doing this stuff, they're not people as far as having a human soul is concerned, but they are just rambling through, and they are under the control of some really powerful spiritual principalities. And that's what you need to know. But they have given themselves over to it because they crave power. So go to that secret place. Go to the Father and say, and I want to pray for everyone that sees this in the name of the Father, in Jesus' name, because He is the only truth that is reliable. The things you see, I saw someone post that this life is like a vapor. And that is exactly what the Father showed me, is that, and I'm going to share this vision because that's the main reason. But what I'm saying, what I am leading up to it is more important than what I saw, what I am saying. So when you hear me, you'll be convicted. And don't take anything I say, discern it, go straight to the Father with it. I say this all the time. My words mean nothing. They would be empty without the Spirit, without Him guiding me. And that's what we need more and more in this world, is discernment. You hear someone speak, go discern. Don't go to anyone else. Go discern it straight to the Father. In Jesus' name, do that. But this world, this life being just like a vapor, literally. Now, we do have things to do while we're here, but don't be sucked into the world in that way. This vision, again, I didn't feel worthy to have it, but I'm going to call I guess I'll call the video the Holy Mountain Part 2, because I was in distress and I was praying, and when I fell asleep, I remember walking up this hill, and at first it was a beautiful grassy hill, and I noticed that the flower, just the environment felt so peaceful. And I was like, okay, didn't know my surroundings at first. I was having to become aware in this vision. And of course, then I knew. I looked to my right, and there He is, right there. He is right there walking, not in front of me, not behind me, but right on my right shoulder. The Lord was there. And He was looking around, and He just had this look of just security, and I was absorbing His peace, His peace right there. And so we're walking up this hill, and there's other things I saw. I saw animals there that were at peace, all different kinds of animals. There was no violence, nothing. There was no anger, nothing. It was pure, just the absence of chaos. And as I'm walking up this hill, the Lord, He never said anything, okay? So I just looked at Him real quick, and I was like, I wanted to say something to Him, but I could feel that I already knew everything. So we get to the top of this hill, and there is a tree, a fruit tree, and He sits down, and kind of puts one leg straight and his right knee up, and He puts His elbow on His right knee, and it's just kind of like this. And He hands me a piece of fruit. And I don't know what kind of fruit it was. I don't know, but He hands it to me. And I look at it, and He asks me a question. Because we're looking out over this just beautiful landscape. I cannot explain it. There were like light and buildings and things that I can't really describe. I'll have to draw them or something. I could if I needed to, but that's not the point. He hands me a piece of fruit. And that symbolism, He was handing me peace, His peace of the kingdom. And so this really hit me hard. But He asked me a question, because I was looking over, and I could feel the things on earth were just the way that they've always been, just chaos and lies. And he said something to me. He asked me, He said, "My son, what do you see?" And I knew what He meant. He was talking about earth. And I said, "My Lord," I said, "I see pain and, no order, chaos." And He said, "Me too." And then that was it. That's all He said. And I'm just sitting there, and I remember looking at He said, "So do I, my son." Because he wasn't verbal. It was mental. I don't remember seeing His lips move. So I'm looking out, and I see these birds, and they're just beautiful flying, and they're just so carefree. I saw lions in this field, and when I saw them, I mean, they were so beautiful. I was like, am I going to get eaten? But I knew in my mind that they would never harm me. And there wasn't crazy animals there. It was animals that, like, the Noah's Ark, the ones that were redeemable, that their flesh had never been compromised through the fall. And there's these wicked beings that and there's something I'll share. When I was looking out and everything was peaceful, I knew that earth was below me. It was below us. It was on a lower, everything, density, free, whatever you want to call it. Nothing could penetrate where I was. And I saw also the water looked like a crystal glass. It was so clear, and it absorbed light and the reflected light on the top of the water. I mean, guys, you know, this video's again going long because there's so much to pack in. I just don't have the time. You know, I'm making time now. But I'll never forget, he had this, it was like it wasn't one of his like priestly robes on. It was like a white with like a gold gold trim here. And he had this, I mean, this gold belt was like, you knew who he was. I didn't see a crown on his head. I don't remember that, but I remember the side of his face. And that really stuck out to me. You know, because I wanted to look at him, but I was kind of like, I don't want to stare at him, right, in the dream or the vision, because I'm like, you know, I didn't want to just be completely, you know. But I remember as we're walking up the hill, he was showing me things. He's like, do you see this? This is all my Father's. This is all of my children's kingdom. He lacked for nothing. And he wanted, there was a feeling there that he wanted every single person there. And the ones that have been given to him by the Father, they were going there, period. Nothing on earth was going to stop that. Because there was something that I felt, and that he was communicating with me, is that the earth, it's not, it's got his Father's creation, but you have to understand it was separated, and when the millennial reign goes down to earth, it'll change everything. That's why Jesus, his yoke was so easy. He's like, look, I felt this, like, I know earth was crazy, my son, but you're here now, and now you understand. And I didn't understand till I felt that. So for all of you going through the ringer, you know, just being tossed about, and hey, me too. I mean, sharing this, I guarantee something weird's going to happen to me. I don't care, because if I don't share, I'm not doing what the Father asked me to do. So if I don't stand strong in what I believe, what I'm supposed to do, I cannot expect or speak those things to anyone else. But when I was coming out of I didn't want to leave. And when I was waking up, I remember waking up and I was like, oh, God, where am I? You know, and then I immediately, was thinking, like, who was saved? And that's the first thing that came to my mind. Anyone I see, are you saved? Do you know the Lord? If not, consider him now. Consider him now. And then I had this thing in my head saying, I'll meet you at the foot of the cross. I'll meet you. I kept saying the rest of the day, Father, I'll meet you at the foot of the cross. I'll meet you there. I'm already there. We're already there. And guys, I wanted to share it. I mean, you know, what happens in this world is such and people, the things that are coming, there's going to be so much fear and anger. And you know what? That is not the way. It's not the way. It's just not. To hate, to accuse, to be angry. Oh, this person, you know, isn't a good Christian because they don't believe this way. That is not the way. The Lord has shown me that. I've even heard him when he sees people bickering, people that love him, that bicker about little things, because we don't have the whole picture. We have what we have in the Bible, in the ancient writings. We don't know the whole exact story. And that's the problem. The evil one comes in and tries to fill in the blanks. When you don't have the full story, that's the deception. He's trying to fill in the blanks of your own accord. Don't do that. Take it to the Father. And let's stop the bickering with it. Oh, well, you know. Now, yeah, there are wolves in sheep's clothing, but the Father put that discernment in your heart so you can call them out. But that feeling was, I almost felt like he was saying, humans, my children, why do you bicker? I love all of you. Do you understand? I go back to when he went to the temple and he showed himself healing, like in true, like not like I am here now. The Pharisees were watching. Who did he go to? Did he go to the Pharisees and heal them? There were some of them that were sick. No, he went to the broken, the poor of spirit, because he's trying to set a precedence. So when you see someone who's struggling in their faith, broken, don't judge them. Go to them in compassion and love. Or you're just literally slinging rocks at them. But what I felt there was none of that. It was a perfect, I mean, like, it's nothing that I've ever felt. And I was praying like, Father, is there any way I could share this with people so they would feel like they're there? Well, I want you to put yourself in my place. And I want you to pretend that you're the one walking up there with them. Because I don't want this just for me. It wasn't for me. It's for others to be shared. I love you guys. I hope everyone's doing great. I pray in the Father's name that anyone that hears this message seeks your heart and comes to you in a humble, loving way so you can show them who you truly are, Father. Love you. Bye, guys.